Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome back to Coldborough Farm. You know, if I owned this farm in real life, if this was a real farm, it is a real farm. Yeah. So you know what I mean. If I owned this real farm in real life, I think I might stroll up here to the top of this field in the morning, have myself a cup of coffee, take a look around. It is gorgeous up here. It really is. Well done, Bullet Bill. So this is field 4, is it not? Yeah, this is field 4. This is one of our little fields, and this is our oilseed radish already coming in. We just planted it a couple days ago, but it's coming in. I did skip ahead to, well, the following day from yesterday when we were getting our bales done and getting the last of the chaff down to the BGA. The grass, that's all done. The bales are done. Everything is done, more or less. So we just need to get, we're going to have 2 tractors. Oh, there's the sunrise. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to have 2 tractors putting in winter canola, our Ford T-Dub and our new JCB. Oh, man. How do they do it? How do map makers do it? Look at that. That is ridiculous. I know. It's not next-gen graphics. There's no ray tracing going on there. But nevertheless, makes you feel something. That's my thing about games and sims and art and all of it. As long as it makes you feel something, it's doing its job. So we did get the slurry spreader, which we're using for digestate at the moment. We did get that put away, and I gave the 1455 a bath and parked that up. We put the mowers away, and our Case Optum also got all cleaned up and got put away. I do wash the tractor now and then. Not as often as I should, but I do periodically. Let's do this one first. So we've got, close that. There you go. So we've got the 4-meter Kuhn drill on here. Make sure, yeah, it is on canola. So we're going to get this in reverse, put it in reverse, and very carefully back up here. There we go. So we do have the 4-meter power harrow, and we do have the 4-meter drill for this configuration. We're not going to use the power harrow. We don't need it, and that field has already been cultivated, for lack of a better word. We hit it with the subsoiler, the Kuhn subsoiler, which counts as a plow, but the finish it leaves is that of a field that has been cultivated. So I guess it's both. I guess it plows and cultivates in one pass. Wow, it's still pretty dark. 6:30 in the morning. It is still pretty dark. So we'll come right down here. We're going to set the brake. And let's get course play open. Wow, that is... Can I just take another minute? Let's pivot around here. Oh, yeah. I love this game, man. I really do. It speaks to me. Right, this is field 9, is it not? It certainly is. Field 9, and we are going to be planting and seeding. Fertilizing and seeding. There we go. So we say field 9. Right there. And you know what? I do have my mouse hooked up again, so... I can even do it this way. I can scroll. We can do that. We can do that. Automatic. No. Let's do 3 headlands. We'll do them after. We do want islands, right? Yep, everything looks good. Generate me a course. Beautiful. So where are we starting? Looks like all the way down in the corner. Okay. So, brake is off. Everything is lifted. Hopper is full. And let's... Man, it is, it really is kind of gloomy. I'm trying to stay off of our cultivated field, but I can just barely see. It's a little bit dark in-game. It's a little bit light where I am. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. And let me check something before we get any closer. I feel like I've been getting offset. No offset. Yeah, see, I feel like I've been getting this offset and I don't know why. I feel like it's almost defaulting to offset. So, unfortunately, we need to, we gotta do it right, yo. So we'll get rid of this. And let's back up to the top of the hill. I don't know why it's been doing that. I feel like it did that at Dolus Laskowitz with our MB track. Curious. Could just be a coincidence. Could be nothing at all. Could be pilot error on my part. Anything is possible. But we gotta do things right here on the farm. Right, so we go back to here, get rid of that. We go down here, we say field 9. Everything else is the same. Generate me a course. Boom. Still looks offset. Still does. Okay. Well, what can you do? So, brake is off. Here we go. Once again, back to that far corner. Now, this may be kind of a quick episode because all we're going to do is get the JCB started in field 9. And then we're going to run right back up the hill to the T-dub, drive down the driveway of the main farm, and get that one started in field 10. And then that's it. Everything else really is done. So, you see what I mean? We might be on about a 15-minute video. Now, by now you've seen this because you will see this. I will put this up on Thursday. You'll see it Thursday. Wednesday, today, the day I'm recording this, you will see an Era Ireland video in FS17. I'm still somewhat adrift, on the fence about FS19. There are some good things about it, for sure. There are some things that I find very frustrating, for sure. First waypoint, canola, gonna need fuel, but that's okay. Push markers, deactivate. Go over here, turn this off. It's off. This is going way too fast. So let's slow this down a little bit. That's better. That's better. And I'm going to save this right now before I forget. Because we will not, even though I'm going to finish this off camera. Field 9, 4 meter drill. Field 9, 4 meter drill, yep. Okay. So, yeah, I am going to finish this off camera, but it's going to take a lot longer than one session with 4 meters to do this whole deal. Right, so we do that. Are we buying seed? We don't want to be. There we go. Use what's in the basket. Beautiful. Yep. So that is good to go. I didn't take a look how long it's going to take, but I'm guessing a few hours, so I did want to save that course immediately because I will, I'll finish this episode. I may let the tractors run for a little while, but I will not let them run until they complete these fields, so I need to have the courses saved so when I hop back on at another time, I can just have them pick up where they left off. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, FS19. Now, I can tell you something else, is I recorded that video late in the evening, and it was, you know, I reviewed it. It's not my best work, but to be honest, my best work is not my best work, so who's to say? But I'm going to need to really think about FS19. It's frustrating for me, for sure. It is, you know, as I said in that video, I want to like FS19, and I really don't want to be playing FS17 till 2021. Although, I mean, as long as it looks good, works good, I guess I shouldn't complain. But you know what I mean. I feel like there are improvements to FS19 that I would love to get on board. And as the map makers, you know, do their thing and everything comes together, I would love to move forward with FS19. I just feel like Giants, I have to say, from my perspective, Giants dropped the ball so hard that it's not that I'm mad, but, you know, it's I'm trying to think of an example that I haven't used before, but the ones that I have used before is something like Medal of Honor, which was arguably one of the founders, the developers of the first-person shooter, the whole military shooter, run and gun kind of, you know what I'm talking about. Not a true tactical sim, but also not an RPG, right in between. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Battlefield, all of those. An argument could be made that Medal of Honor kind of got that started way, way, way back in the day, 20 years ago. And they were leading the genre. And then they kind of threw it away with Warfighter. And set the brake here. Very carefully run across the highway. Oh, we have traffic turned off. I don't need to be careful. But they threw it away with Warfighter. Now, arguably, they brought some controversy on themselves when they made it possible to play as the Taliban. I can see where they were going with that because, in a lot of other sims, well, they're not really sims, but in a lot of other games like that, you naturally just played as America or as the British because they were made by American developers for the most part. America's the good guys. And then at some point, they opened it up a little bit. You could play as Russia. And I think, being able to play as the red team, how do I want to say this? It's like, it's okay to play as the red team when the red team is Russia, but it's not okay to play as the red team when the red team is the Taliban. And then they just blew it. They really did. And that franchise is essentially gone. Medal of Honor, for all the great titles and as much as a leader as they were in that type of game, they're gone. And then the studio is gone too. Danger Close is gone. Their staff all left. Right? So what I'm getting at is every franchise can have an ending. And I guess it's not really pretty. The end of a franchise is not a fun thing, but it happens. And I don't want to think that FS17 is the end of the Farm Sim franchise. Deactivated will do. This is pretty short. No, I still don't trust the AI. We'll do 3 headlands. Generate a course. Right. Like so, and it's right down there. Now, is this offset? No offset. Okay. It doesn't, something looks not quite right, but I'll trust it. So, I think you see what I'm getting at. I don't want to be playing FS17 in 10 years the same way I'm playing Medal of Honor 2K10. Now, I don't play it every day. But I would say that is the last good Medal of Honor game. It looks pretty dated compared to modern or contemporary shooter games like that. It looks pretty dated, but the gameplay is still solid, and the graphics are not terrible. But, moment. Turn this on, because I just want to confirm. Yeah, there it is. I just want to confirm what direction we want to be going. So, I don't want to be playing FS17 in 10 years, the same way I'm playing Medal of Honor 2K10, or 9 years, or whatever it is. I want FS19 to be the next chapter, and then FS21, and so on and so on. But I feel like some of that is on Giants. You've got to make a game that I want to buy. And if you can't, then I'm not going to buy it. You don't necessarily get to coast on that momentum and on that reputation. Stop right there. Turn these off. It's off. Our speeds. Speeds are good. We are planting canola. Let's double check that. Try not to get run over here. Carefully. Oh, roseseed radish. Glad I looked. Gregor, stop, my man. There we go. Canola. There it is. That's on me. They look a little bit similar, but not similar enough that I have an excuse for that. That was just a mistake, and I do apologize. So, so yeah, you see what I'm getting at. I want to like the game, but I need, oh dear, but I need Giants to meet me in the middle on that. They can't just expect me to like it because they made it. I need more than that, particularly in 2019. You know, this ain't. There's too many choices. There's too many games, and with Steam now, good grief, it's like every day there's some kind of a special on Steam. Turn that off. Man, I'm so glad I checked that. Although, I mean, could be worse. Could be worse, because had we planted that whole field with oilseed radish, and there may even be a little patch here, because I don't know if this drill has a cultivator in it. Yeah, it's going to leave just a little strip down here of OSR. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So, so even if we had planted this whole field with cover crop, not a big deal. We could have just plowed it under in the spring. But I'd like to have 2 fields of winter canola in to save us a little time in the spring. Right, so let's confirm over here that we are back on canola. Most definitely. Right. So we'll walk back up to the top of the hill. We're at about 16 minutes. By the time we get up there, check on the JCB, we should be at about 20 minutes, and we'll call it. So that brings up another question, though, which is, do you want 3 Farm Sim series going at the same time? 2 FS17, 1 FS19, or do you want to wrap up one of these farms? Now, it works out well, because if Era Ireland is a map that we're going to do a series on, then we can close out either Dolnoslaskowitz or Coldborough Park, and both of them are at the end of the season, right? We're just about to go into wintertime on both those maps. So if we were to call it on either of them, now would be kind of a convenient time to do it, because all I'm going to do is speed through winter anyway, and the next video, whether it's next week or 2 weeks or whenever, the next video will be springtime, and we'll be starting another season. So if we do want to end a map, it could be either of those. There goes my voice. How'd we do? 17 minutes, 45 seconds. Good on you, voice. If we did want to do that, now would be a perfect time for it. So let me know what you think about that, if you want to keep Dolnoslaskowitz and Coldborough Park going. I don't know how I feel about doing 3 Farm Sim vids a week. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it. If that's what you want, I'm fine. But if we were to keep it at 2 Farm Sim videos per week, as we are right now, then it would be Era Ireland and which other? That is the question. So I think that's it. Come down here, check on the JCB, and then we will call it. And either way, next time we meet on this farm or Dolnoslaskowitz, it will be springtime, and we will be getting our fields prepped for our springtime crops. So yeah. Either way, this is Coldborough Park, definitely one of my favorite maps. If we don't come back here, if this is our last episode, I guess that would be the last episode of Coldborough Park for FS17 ever. Ever? Yeah. So this could be, you know what, we'll go back up to the top of the hill. Just in case this is goodbye, we'll go back up to the top of the hill and take one last look out there. But yeah, this is definitely the first farm that really did it for me, really kind of clicked and made me think what Farm Sim could be way back in FS15. So it's a thing for sure. Let me hop over here. Let me hop over here. And let me hop over here. Beautiful. Oh yeah, and the sun is like fully up now. It's a little bit brighter than when we started the episode. There you go. This could be it. Who knows? And I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but, you know, it's nice to bookend things. There you go. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 17 from Coldborough Park. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.